So I'm watching this YouTube video from Daniel Schiffer and he's presenting this video challenge I really want to be a part of,
which is to create a 30-second video that conveys two separate emotions through the use of music and sound effects.
But the problem is I got 24 hours until the deadline and I don't have anything. If you see this, that means I managed to film, edit, and submit some sort of video to the competition. Basically, the only reason I'm filming this right now is just to show how lost I am. I'm pretty close to not do this at all and not just go on with my day, because maybe the effort is not worth it. But I'm not gonna lie, it would be awesome to win something, but even just a mention on Daniel Schiffer's channel, that would be pretty cool. Now this is where Alex was trying to explain the idea of the video, but he failed miserably, so I gotta take over. A piece of paper. This is the main character of the video, and because of a busy day, we're spilling coffee on it, we're doodling with a pen, and all of a sudden in the middle of all this action, all this mess on the paper can turn into art. And that's when I start drawing and drawing and drawing on it, and then I frame it and put it on my wall, ending with the message, "Art is in the eyes of the beholder." So that's the super raw idea. I hope I was not too confusing explaining it. So I stopped overthinking because I knew probably my video will not be the best, and the point is to just be part of the competition and challenge myself. Alright, I think I got it. I gotta hurry up because it's getting dark outside. I'm gonna have to cover with the blinds both of my windows so I can control the lights, make sure I got my props, and also make sure that I clean my desk because that's where pretty much everything is gonna happen. I really hope it's gonna come out as I see it in my head, because sometimes execution is not the same as planning. But yeah, wish me luck. So after I've decluttered my desk and changed my shirt, I've set up the camera for the first shot. There was nothing wrong with the hoodie I was wearing, but it was blending in with my skin tone and with those wooden panels I got on my wall. But this first shot was quite straightforward, just a top-down framing of the subject of the video, the white piece of paper. I really wanted to make sure it's the right composition from the beginning, meaning that I put a little bit of the laptop in the upper right corner so that it gives a subconscious, feeling right from the first 2 seconds of the video that this is a desk. The second shot was not hard to achieve either, and since I was supposed to spill a bit of coffee on the paper to make sure I leave a mark, I was actually worried I'll spill too much coffee and ruin my laptop or my camera. But to make sure I don't spill too much coffee but still get that mark I wanted on the paper, I had to put a bit of coffee foam on the side of the cup beforehand. I'm satisfied with the amount of coffee that dripped. I don't want it to be exaggerated, otherwise, it looks out of place. It kind of has to look like a mistake first, right? Not that I'm reckless with my environment. So, yeah, let's see how the next shot goes. With this third shot, the most important thing was to give the viewer the impression they're watching me having a hectic day, a super busy day. But as important was to make sure I make another coffee stain on the piece of paper. I think this third shot could not have gone better. I'm just gonna stick with the first take. I already saved it on my computer to make sure I don't format the card or whatever. What I really liked about the shot was that I took the pen out and it actually fell, so it added to the whole hectic and busy situation. In this next shot, I really had to double down on the madness. I had to show how busy I was. I'm having meetings, I'm having phone calls, doodling unconsciously on the piece of paper, but I'm gonna let Alex explain a bit more. So in this next shot, we're basically spinning it up a bit, so it's gonna be 2, 3, 4 Alexes back and forth, doing stuff, they're busy. One of them still drinks coffee, on the computer. The other one is pissed and he's doing some uncontrollable stuff with the paper. The next 2 shots are basically part of the same action, but from 2 different angles. It's the middle of the video, the mood changes, the song changes. It's basically when I realized, in the middle of me being so busy, I realized I could do something with the piece of paper. I could maybe continue and, make a Picasso out of it. After that, we get a close-up of the face of this super handsome guy and a top-down shot of this piece of art in the making. We follow up with me putting the drawing in the frame and hanging the frame on the wall. And now we're almost done. We wrap it up with a shot of the final piece of art hanging on the wall. That was pretty easy to make, just a camera on a tripod. And last but not least, the thing that I really saw from the beginning, black screen, white text, famous quote, "Art is in the eyes of the beholder." Pretty cliche, but I think it works in this scenario. But if you've watched until here, I think you deserve to see the final video I submitted to the competition. So here it is. I hope you like it. At the time of making this video, they technically announced the winners already, and since I haven't heard anything, I'll just assume I wasn't one of them. I know for sure that Daniel Schiffer will make a review of the submissions and he's gonna look through and publish that in a couple of days, so I'm really looking forward to see that. Hey guys, Editing Alex over here. So it's been a couple of days since I finished the video, and the more I rewatch it, there's two things that I would change. The first one is that the time-lapse shot, the top-down shot, I think it's too choppy and it's too fast, you don't really get it. I think I would have just not let the time-lapse go until the end, but rather just have the beginnings of, you know, turning that coffee stain into a face and whatever. So, and then the second thing is that, you know, sometimes you have to leave some shots out of the video even though you like them. So what I mean is that the split screen at the end with me putting the drawing in the frame and then the frame on the wall, I would have cut out the shot that where I go and put the drawing in the frame and only go with me hanging the frame on the wall, so that the viewer only sees the piece of art at the end on the zoom out. So yeah, those are the two changes I would make to the video, and I thought that this would add a bit of value to you, seeing how I think a week later after I've done that video. Alright, back to Past Alex. For me, the most important thing is that you like this video, and if you do, please remember to like it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and stick around. I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.